There was a season in my life where I was busy every single day, but nothing in my life was actually changing. I woke up early. I wrote plans. I had notebooks, reminders, ideas, prayers, yet month after month, the same results. Same struggles, same excuses, same frustration. And one day I had to ask myself a very uncomfortable question. How can I be doing so much and still going nowhere? Let me take you back. At that time, I genuinely wanted growth. I wanted discipline. I wanted clarity. I wanted to become better, spiritually, mentally, financially. I wasn't lazy. That was the confusing part. I watched videos, read books, attended programs, wrote goals again and again. I was busy, but deep down I felt stuck. Every new week felt like a reset button. Next week will be better. From tomorrow I'll be serious. This month will be different, but it never was. And the more effort I put in, the more tired I became. Not because growth is exhausting, but because motion without direction drains you. The real tension wasn't outside my life. It was inside. I started noticing something painful. I was confusing activity with progress. I was mistaking planning for execution. I was replacing obedience with intentions. I was busy, but my busyness had no structure, no focus, no daily target, no clear definition of what winning today looks like. So every day I did many things, but none of them long enough or consistently enough to produce change. And here's the dangerous part. Busyness gave me comfort. It made me feel responsible. It made me feel like I was trying. But comfort is a terrible substitute for growth. The turning point came quietly. No dramatic moment, no miracle, just a simple realization that hit me hard. My life wasn't changing because my daily actions weren't changing. Not my plans, not my prayers, not my intentions, my daily actions. I realized something most people never slow down enough to notice. You don't grow because you're busy. You grow because you're consistent at the right things. I wasn't failing because I lacked motivation. I was failing because my days were unstructured. Everything was important, so nothing was prioritized. That's when I stopped asking, what do I want to achieve this year? And started asking a better question. What is the one thing I must do daily, even on bad days? That question changed everything. I stopped trying to fix my whole life at once. No more long, unrealistic schedules. No more trying to improve 10 areas at the same time. No more overwhelming plans that look good on paper but failed in practice. Instead, I chose one focus, one small daily action. Something so simple I couldn't excuse myself from doing it. Sometimes it was just 10 minutes. Sometimes it felt too small to matter. But I did it every day, even when I didn't feel inspired, even when results were invisible, even when progress felt slow. And something strange happened. My confidence returned, my clarity improved, my discipline strengthened. Not because life suddenly became easy, but because I finally stopped relying on feelings and started relying on structure. Here's the lesson I learned, and this is important. Busyness feels productive, but it rarely transforms. Consistency feels boring, but it always transforms. Most people are exhausted not because they're doing too much, but because they're doing too much of what doesn't matter. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more ideas. You don't need another fresh start. What you need is a clear daily standard. One action, one commitment, one non-negotiable. That's how real change begins. Not in big moments, but in small daily obedience. So if you're watching this and you feel stuck, let me speak to you directly. If you're busy but frustrated, active but unfulfilled, trying but not progressing, don't try to fix everything. Don't redesign your whole life tonight. Just ask yourself this. What is one small action that, if done daily, would move my life forward? Then do that. Today. Not perfectly, just consistently. That's how momentum is built. That's how discipline grows. That's how transformation starts.